you for giving me a solid feeling every time I see you. I don't know how you shot Cupid's bullet through my chest, penetrating deeply through my bulletproof vest. Oh girl, I think I'm dying, but I'll be alright as long as I can have you on my trip into the light. Will not be good.
Now for some B-roll.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Horde Airsoft. We're back here at Longmoor, UTC, and we're at Gladius 3. Now the setup for this op is, once again, we're back in the village. We've got the SB locals that are here. We're also posing as SB locals. However, myself and a few of my buddies, we're actually Russian SF in disguise. We've also got a few more elements into the story now. We've got our police force. This is Chris in front of us. And so we've got a police force. We've got more of a community. We're slowly starting to come together with a little bit more of a sort of immersive sort of town going on now. From our startings of just rioting and having civilians around, we're now starting to get a few services to go, which is really helping with the immersive setting of it. Let's get straight into it.
Love the fact you guys.
So part of our tasking orders is to basically gather intel on not just the ferrets, but also our SB allies, for want of a better word, but try and assess which side of the fence we're going to fall. Because right now we're not there, and what we're trying to do is establish which side we want to back in the current level of tensions. Because I mean, do we want to go full out war with the West, or do we want to possibly even maybe support them and assist them in calming the situation down in Longmoor? And so as part of that, the first part of the event, we've got the riot going out the front here. Now normally I'm out the front giving it large to everyone and screaming and shouting, which obviously was noticed by certain individuals who quite quickly guessed that we weren't in fact meant to be villagers this time. We were meant to be something different. A couple of them guessed almost immediately that we were meant to be Russian forces undercover. As part of this, I was running around with my camera doing surveillance photos of the perimeter, of all the individuals on both the SB and the Blue Force side. I was being pretty obvious. It was kind of part of the fun of it. I wanted the Blue Force guys to see someone in the corner with a camera taking pictures. I wanted it to be obvious. It gave them something to point out, saying something different to look at, because normally it's just, there's a riot out front. I was like, oh wait, there's a guy with a camera over there. It added a little bit more to the immersiveness. It gave them something else to look at, it gave them something else to be concentrating on. It adds to the atmosphere, if that makes sense. Now, obviously me and my guys have got our own separate mission, but so have several other people, including the police force. As you can see, one of the police officers, just over there, is going to come talk to me in a minute. He doesn't know that I'm Russian Special Forces. He thinks I'm just a villager, but he thinks I'm one of the village sort of leader type people. So he's looking to get me on side, so to speak.
Just, oh, like you got your strap it up on again. You see, Nick, we're looking for. You see, we're all about the peace. We're looking for individuals who might want to wreck that bit. See, I've been to war just like you have.
Yes.
Right? And I'm tired of it. But I don't want these scumbags here either. But at the same time, I want to see what they've got. But all I can say to you is this: is that we can't tolerate too much violence here.
No, we don't need this. Too much loss of life is too bad.
Yeah, but we can tolerate a certain level of demonstration, feelings. That's fine, no problem. But you know, when it comes to aggression, those days should be behind us now, comrade. You know, so that's
I understand.
So
but
if you hear of anybody who's looking to do anything different, then please let us know. We won't necessarily inform the TCF. We don't. By the way, we don't have any relationship with them at all.
yes,
We're non-entities there. So
I understand this. But at the same time, we must be careful.
I agree.
As the sovereignty of our nation, it must be upheld.
I think we should proceed with caution rather than violence. Unlike you, we're going to fucking nick you that again. What did you do this guy?
Right, this was Patrick. Patrick played his part so well. He was very much looking to keep the peace sort of thing, whereas Chris, who's the chief of police, was a little bit more in the direction of insurrection. But it gave a great dynamic. It wasn't necessarily, everyone had their own sort of views on how it should be done, and they all played their parts fantastically, and it really helped to make it a far more immersive atmosphere.
Photographs.
Yes.
What are these for?
Holiday snap.
Holiday snaps.
Is to take home. Next time I visit Minsk.
I hope they're not for a certain cell that's looking to agitate.
I don't know of any cell, except the ones that divide and die and reproduce in my body, allowing me to carry oxygen around, my skin to regenerate.
That's good news, comrade.
But this is all biology.
By all means, I'll have to look at the snaps as well.
Maybe later once I develop. I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my photography. I like to edit, and because many are blurry. Once I have finished product, then yes, I show you. We maybe do a slideshow. We have evening of it. A few beers in police station.
That's fine by me.
You can show me your armory. But
the door is open at all times. Our police station's not locked.
It's good to know.
Isn't it? Boss, police station is open at all times. Yeah.
It's very nice to see.
Yeah. What are you doing? Fuck off. Where are you going? Told him.
None of your business. Do a turn one.
Too aggro up there.
Free country.
Just watch it. Go on, piss off. Alright.
I do.
Yeah. Alright. We're just saying. That's a nice belt, I'm not going to lie. It is. The police station is open at all times. You're welcome to come in. It's open door policy. Come on in. There's no. We'll come and give you a visit at some point. Yeah.
Please note the words police station is open at all times. That will become very important in a few minutes or so.
That is quite worrying. It's KY for the baton.
Well, go in dry, you're going to cry.
Is my house now? Is it? Yes. Is it open?
Yes.
Yeah. What are you doing with it?
We're going to build a supermarket.
Not going to build a snowman? I couldn't help it.
Capitalists, come!
I think you need a microphone. Shout. Something makes me quiet. I didn't hear that. Good. Captain. Yes.
I've already been approached by one of the deputies about trying to calm things down.
I thought a bit more aggressive.
I've sort of played middle of the road for the moment. But I think he thinks he's talking to SB. That's the thing.
The other thing is, because we're observing, we're not really getting involved one way or the other, so we're playing very much middle of the road, like I just said. But we are also nudging in certain directions, especially the SB leaders, to sort of move in certain directions when we want to. See what happens. This plays a much larger role later on, but that is kind of our admit. We're here, we're not here, we're observing, maybe sort of whispering in ears from time to time. Right, Sam and I have both just clocked the fact that the cops aren't in, which means their place is empty. So we can have a quick nosy and see what's going on. As you can see, Rue's already in there, going room to room, just so you can see what's around, looking for intel and the like.
Anything you want to take a picture of upstairs? Fuck, I'm too close.
Just back here. Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Do me a favour. Someone cut the whole thing. Right. Put everything back. We'll grab one copy of each of them.
I've got, here we go. This is what we want.
Take a picture of it. Take a picture of it and lift it.
Well, we've got a picture of that, there's only one copy, so leave
Yeah. We won't read them. All we want to do is just take them. I got this. Yeah. Right. Let's go.
And obviously you heard me say we'll lift it but not read it. The thinking with this was, on the off chance there's information in there that's literally game sort of base specific rather than just intel, we don't really want to ruin the game by reading too much into it and spoiling certain aspects of what's going on. So the idea is we're going to hand off our information to the DS staff. If it's just benign information, we'll read it. But it's kind of, want to open your presents before Christmas kind of deal. So that's the thinking here. As it turns out, it was all the information was useful, but it was benign. It wouldn't have ruined any sort of story or anything like that. But that was kind of my thinking at that point.
We've attained this.
I have found snake.
Was it a snake in tracksuit by any chance?
No, it was snake wearing green checkered shirt. He's undercover SF. I know him from Insta.
I have seen two others. They move back towards.
3 of them. There's 2 gone behind, and the third one's pumping our guys for information now. I'm getting the go from the chief, and I'm going to fucking grab him. Fucking always on me, mate. Always.
Good. I would like to see.
So what we've got here is a couple of guys from the Apex Predators who have changed in civilian clothing to come and do some CTR on the town, and they basically Tom's recognised one of the guys' faces, or several of the guys' faces from Instagram, and he's going to take some action.
Hang on, we want to get this. Yeah.
Aside from the fact that it's good to get this sort of thing on film anyway, from an intelligence gathering point of view, this leads to the whole, which side of the fence the villagers are falling on. Are they in support of Blue Force? Are they in support of the Russian side? And basically getting rid of the ferrets. And this is very clear evidence they want to get rid of the ferrets.
Yeah. He's already famous on the Instagram. This is why he's now got his ass in a sling.
Instagram operators know their faces, yes? Down you go, on your knees, brother.
You can search him once he's dead.
This is our country. You will never come here, and there will never be peace.
Suka Briet. Vrak ubit!
If you search him now, he's dead.
You can indeed.
Watch out for bombs, IEDs.
Oh,
Got some intel.
hello, mate.
Is it just a map? Interesting. Russian border.
Down by his ankles.
Oh, we have 1911 mags. Find the pistol.
Right there.
Oh, you are unlucky, bro.
We wish he had a really good
Right, done, brother.
Let's go. That was a great spot.
15 minutes.
Two mates.
Chill out.
Two more.
Head yourself back.
Got pictures of them as well.
Nah, they can run
Cheers,
down.
buddy.
Did you get a picture of that?
Nice one, mate. Well played.
You took a picture of him on your phone. Sent it.
Well, that's pretty much going to wrap up the first part. As I'm sure you can appreciate this with a 30-hour milsim, there is unbelievably huge amounts of footage to go through. I'm trying to get bits of everything, and even though this is only meant to be bits of bits and bits, we're already at 17 minutes something. That kind of tells you just how much there is to go through. Alright, thanks guys, we'll catch you soon.